wide to come to NUJ President tomorrow 3 p.m. for the Congress. Then, majorly, this Congress is called to deliberate on 2023 general elections. We need to be more careful, we need to be more cautious, we need to be more guided in the way we carry out our duties. We have had experiences in this state. Even I, as a person, as a journalist, have had brutal experiences during campaign selectionary period.
That time we used to call you Adekuyeri.
God, our job is a very dangerous one, it's a very delicate one. But fortunately for us, there's no insurance cover. You guys will be careful when we go out to cover assignments. Political rallies, we want to be very careful. We must always watch our backs because we don't know. And I know that, like as usual, Ibadan, Oyo State generally is a very sophisticated environment politically, and people will always want to undermine.
But I must let you know, Oyo State is one of the states that have been marked as potential volatile.
I said it. This state, there are things that you must put in place to win election in Oyo State. We only pray that politicians will play the game according to the rule now. You must have one chest, enough financial strength to prosecute the election. You must also have these people, the political thoughts, they call them. But then we should go beyond this. My brother, we should go beyond all these boys carrying guns, carrying cutlasses. It's enough. If we want to serve people of Oyo State, you shouldn't want the blood of anybody.
But most of them will tell you that they always go with these guys in case they want to be attacked, so that they can defend themselves.
Just last week, as part of the efforts towards the 2023 elections, I led my colleagues to meet the new Commissioner of Police in Oyo State, Ademola Williams, CP Williams, and he told me, and he told us in that meeting, that the police in Oyo State will not have command, will not watch and stand akimbo while politicians unleash mayhem on one another. We're going to do what is necessary to tame even all these people that go with them. And we're going to see very soon, some of them will have their dates in court.
Okay, what do you want to tell we journalists?
My colleagues, wherever you are, please, tomorrow day we'll have the meeting, and before the meeting, let me take the opportunity of this Splash FM program to appeal once again to all of us, journalists in this state, that we should be more careful and also guide ourselves against any form of attacks. When we go out, we are normally armed with only our pen, our camera, our jotters, and the rest. We don't have any protection whatsoever. But the police, security agencies generally, the Amotekun, the police DSS, all of them, see us as your friends, as your partners in progress. Anywhere you see journalists, once in a while, with the ID card, the ID card that people carry about journalists that you know, please help us to protect them against any form of harassment, embarrassment, and any form of attack from any courts or police. We are there to support you, to make society better for all of us to live in. That's our job. We are making sure that this society is a better place for all of us to live in. So we're going to do that.
We'll continue to do that. But let me ask you this question. I think I even mentioned it the other time we were with one big man, one politically high person. I was asking him that anytime you want to become senator or governor, the first set of people you court, you romance, they are the journalists. And once you are there, you don't want to see them again. What is our sin? Chairman, what is our sin?
Even today's democracy in Nigeria, who are the major key players that midwifed the current experiments in Nigeria? Democracy. It's not journalists. We are the one that sent the khaki boys back to the barracks. But what do we have in return? What are the gains on all our investments?
Fourth estate has now become 10th estate.
That's the problem. So, well, one thing is sure that all of them, and you will see that when they are aspiring, they always want to have a media panel, media support, here and there. But many of them, when they get there, they forget so soon how they got to that position. But then, we continue to do our job. That's our job. That's our calling. We do our job. We must do it in a way that will so objective, will so be fair reportage.
Maybe we've not been objective too.
We have been.
Maybe we have faults. That's why.
We have been doing that. We have been doing that. Even though a number of media houses, have this political leaning. The proprietors of those establishments, there's one way of skewing some points in favor of some people. But then, journalists, we should be more concerned about the ethics of the profession.
more concerned about his ethics.
Objectivity,
so while we're talking about ethics,
you know,
and let's talk about you now, because I know you second term is working for you too.
Yes. we are
are you no more?
Yes, we are just last Congress they set up the.
You are no longer interested.
I'm interested. And that is key. This is key because I wonder why people, when they are planning for offices, they have their manifestos, they have their agenda for people. But when they get there, they get to amass wealth and of the people that they promise to do something for. For me today, I can say our leadership in NUJ is a model for would-be political office holders at all levels. When we are coming on board, we promise many things and we are able to deliver even beyond what we promised our colleagues. The records are there for everyone to see.
The records are there. We'll talk about the records when we come back from this short break. We'll be right back. My name is Alhaji. The program is Parrot, Xtra. We'll be right back. Comrade Ademola Babalola is still with me. Wait for what? He wants to drop a bombshell. We'll be right back. Come back to the show. The program is through Parrot Xtra on radio, and our guest is here, Comrade Ademola Babalola. I was going to ask you, you said something about some records. But anyway, let's talk about, in 2, 3, 4 sentences, what will you say you have achieved so much in your 3-year reign as chairman of NUJ?
Yes, we have achieved even tremendously beyond what we even promised members when we are coming on. But for instance, today, for the first time in the history of Oyo State, we've been able to put in place a 30-acre facility for journalists to build estates. Okay. That's number one. And that's never happened in the history of Oyo State. Okay. Number two is that we brought in medical experts of Oyo State origin from America last year, December. They are still coming again by December this year for the second edition of it. About 1,200 journalists in this state were treated free of charge for any form of ailments within their medical needs. The other one is that when you go to NUJ today, we have been able to rebrand and elevate the status of our secretariat. Okay. Go there. Many people are going there today will say, oh, this is a new NUJ in Oyo State. And welfare of members, which is the major thing that we have. Ask my colleagues today. They will tell you that we have never had it so good from what is obtainable today in Oyo State NUJ. So thank God for how far God has led us, and we are going to do more training on and retraining locally and nationally.
You mentioned insurance the other time.
Insurance cover for journalists. We are still on that.
You are still on that.
The number of other journalists are going to be paid for by the chairman of one of the stations in Ibadan.
Okay.
Now one of that.
Okay. So you are working on that.
So,
okay.
And people are already filling their forms to get.
Okay. Because our time is fast spent. I like to quickly ask you this. The way Nigeria is today, we are not all happy. We don't want to start mincing words.
Majority of Nigerians are not happy.
How did we get here? And well, as a matter of fact, if you see His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari today, and you are given the chance to say one or two things, what will you tell him?
Well, I will tell Muhammadu Buhari, our president of this country, to remember where he was coming from. To remember how the so-called Democrats rebranded him. And they told Nigerians, this is the Messiah is the Jesus Christ of our time. And today, what do we have what do we have to show from Muhammadu Buhari's presidency in the last 7.5 years? So he should fear God. He should know that they're going to live there one day. In fact, he's already counting days anyway.
Okay.
About 7
and he's still anxious to go.
About 5 months or thereabout now, he will leave in the stage. But then, he must also think of what will Nigerians remember me for? What will they remember?
If you're asking him to fear God now, it's too late.
It's not too late.
And what can he do now?
As leader, he has the knife and he has the yam. He can still do many things if he try to do. Yes.
I couldn't do it in 8 years and 7.5 years.
The remaining time for him is enough to also undo many of the wrongs, or also to correct many of the wrongdoings that the government has been able to
undo many of the wrongs.
Things.
That's one thing you say. Àwọn journalists wa, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ wa, ó yá kẹ́ tó máa lọ ẹ̀kan gbólóhùn kan méjì kan.
Ẹ̀yin akẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ mi yàtọ̀ yìí nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ káàkiri gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ rí i pé òṣèlú ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí o ẹ jẹ́ ká ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run náà láti ara wa. Yes, ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún wa náà ká ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ká má ba tọmọ nǹkan táyé jẹ́ fún Káyìndé ká má ba pàtí A jẹ́ pàtí B ìyẹn náà wà nìyẹn náà.
Ká ṣiṣẹ́ wa.
Iṣẹ́ bó ṣe kọ́ pé ká ṣe ká ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ká ní òótọ́ ká jẹ́ òótọ́ fún ìlú wa ká wà responsible ká wà responsive at the same time ká dẹ̀ ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run gbogbo ọ̀nà.
Ká sì gbà fọlọ́run ní ṣe nǹkan.
Yes, ká mọ blackmail tó bá fẹ́ gbóra olóṣèlú blackmailing òun ẹ̀yin nìkan dá o ẹni tí ò bá lẹ̀ wọ́n wọ́n máa ń pa wọ́n ni o.
àbíkọ́ ṣe léṣe.
wọn ò ní pa wá o.
àbíkọ́ ṣe léṣe.
kábẹ̀rù ọlọ́run àìsàn lè kéjì nìyẹn. ẹ̀kẹta ni pé ẹlẹ́sọ̀rọ̀ náà àtàwọn agbófinró káwọn jẹ́ láti rẹ pé tó ń tún lù ú ṣe ni wá káwùjọ fi dáa níta àti lọ́wọ́ níta gbé lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn káwọn ìyá bíi ọ̀tá àlọ́síwájú ìlú ẹmọ yìí wọ́n á ń ban ẹmọ jí wa gbé ẹmọ lọ dábù mọ́tò wa lọ́nà ilé wa lálẹ́ àbúlọ́sàn gan ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́run pípẹ́ yìí náà ẹ̀ lè aláfíà lè dá kẹfẹ́ gbà sí how must you take life tó o lè create fúnra rẹ ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ ń wò yìí o.
ọlọ́run bá ń wò wá ó dà kò burú àròjọ musolókun. It's on this note I will have to really step out of this studio. Man Talota, top striker Olawale Hamzat will be taking this seat as I'm leaving. Till next week, I want to thank Timileyin Ifasoro ẹja lọlé o Olawale Awe Ọmọlára Oyewole ẹja lọlé Desmond G. Till next week, God bless Nigeria. God bless us all. My name is Olayinka Ademola. I'm getting out.